Dear Eve, and welcome to Sibyl Tarot. This is a love reading for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising during the month of January. So Libra, I already pulled a few cards here from different Oracle and Tarot decks, and then I'm going to pull a few more. We're just going to get kind of the lay of the land, so to speak, and then I'm going to pull some more about how your person is feeling towards you, or that, and then how you may be feeling or that towards the situation and what might be the outcome. So the first card out we have, Libra, here is manifestation. So I just feel, Libra, that you may be, in an energy that, of manifesting, manifesting your what it is, that you want to come towards you, to do with love, that way. We also have here, I only wanted to pull one card, but 3 cards popped out, so I'm just going to go through them with you. This is from the Romance Angel deck, and we have heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Let's see that there. I always feel that this person, shows, it's not listening, or maybe it's not, not being truthful in some way. And then we have playfulness. This is lovely. To recapture a romance, allow your inner youthful spirits to shine. This is lovely, and this is really nice as well. So make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. This always reminds me of the 6 of Cups. It's a lovely card. So yeah, making the effort, playfulness, and heart-to-heart conversations. Then I pulled a tarot card here, and we have the 5 of Wands. And the 5 of Wands can talk about lack of communication. Lack of communication between two people, in a relationship, or 2 people wishing to come together. And I feel that that's what the heart-to-heart conversations is kind of relaying, that there's a lack of communication here. So then I pulled 3 here from the Tarot Illuminati, and we got the 2 of Swords. Now the 2 of Swords can talk about being indecisive, being at a standstill, not being able to make a decision. It's Moon in Libra, and the card is like Moon in Libra, and Libran people are mostly, especially Moon in Libra. I have my own Moon in Libra, but we're very indecisive, trying to make a decision on something. We always weigh up the pros and cons, and it could be there forever, the indecisiveness with that. Okay, but I feel that this energy is in the past. And then we have here is the 7 of Swords. Now, if you see this, this is known as the Thief card. Try and get without that shine, sorry. This is known as the Thief card. And, so you, at this time, Libra, in your present time, you could be feeling, ripped off within a situation, romantically, whatever it is, this is the love readings to do with romance. But you see here, we have the two swords here, just like these 2 swords that this lady is, holding. Do you know what I mean? This is indecisiveness. And the 5 swords that he has over his shoulder, can talk about, it can talk about, sneaky or two-faced, but it can also talk about, drama, carrying the swords of drama, over his shoulder or that. But I feel as well with this 2 of Swords, it's kind of like, now in a good way, returning, to the scene of the crime, so to speak, but returning, this could be you, Libra, or could be the person, coming towards you because of the indecisiveness, returning to that indecisiveness, as if to say, is your mind made up yet, or, something like that, that way. But we have here as well, is the 8 of Pentacles. And the 8 of Pentacles, talks about working, getting your head down and working, So this could be to do with a relationship, either working towards a relationship or working within a relationship, you know, and building it step by step, you know, and that the structure is solid, because Pentacles always talks about, you know, a solidness there, and that it's permanent, I suppose. I can't think of another word, but you know, that you know, it's going to last for the test of time, so to speak. You know, that's what Eight of Pentacles is about. So and it's also, you know, relearning, because the Eight of Pentacles talks about, you know, for a mature student going back to college, or you know, to do an apprenticeship or that, like, you know, or a young person, you know, it doesn't have to be like mature or whatever, but it talks about learning, you know what I mean, step by step. So it could be learning something new, you know, within your relationship, or you know, about somebody or that. But I do feel, whatever, you know, in the past there was some type of indecision there, and I feel that it's in the present as well, or it's either you going back to someone, Libra, or they come to you, and as if to say, you know, have you made your mind up yet? It's like, you know, a return. So I would kind of in some ways say that it's reconciliation, as they say, you know, is there a reconciliation there? Can something be worked out? You know what I mean? But it'd be very grounded. It wouldn't be it's nearly very you know, it's not quite romanticizing, you know, there's no feelings of, you know, high emotion. It's quite grounded at this time, but it does say, you know, heart-to-heart conversations, playfulness, and making the effort. And that would be, you know, the Eight of Pentacles here is making the effort. Right, so I'm going to pull a few cards. So this will be for the person that's coming towards you, or you know, the person that you have in mind, or if you're in a relationship, you know, your counterpart to that. Okay. There's a lot of cards here. I'm just going to take this bunch and I'm trying these back in. Oh, maybe not. Because I've seen them now. So the Ace of Swords here. So the Ace of Swords talks about clarity, you know, clarity of mind. And it can also talk about being successful, you know, or that. But I feel that that's, you know, maybe in the past there wasn't, you know, that clarity of mind, you know, about that person. There was indecisiveness there. But now we have here is the Ace of Swords. The next card out we have here is the High Priestess. So it's probably, you know, this person coming towards you has clarity of mind now. With the High Priestess, it can talk about, you know, kind of, you know, being, you know, intuitive for that, you know, intuitively having that, you know, that clarity at this time. But it can also talk about, you know, if it's a past relationship or that, it can talk about, you know, that there's silence, you know, between both parties. We have here then is the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups talks about a reunion. So it could be, you know, some type of, you know, reunion of sorts here. It also talks about, the Three of Cups talks about celebrations, do you know, that way. Then we have here is the Two of Pentacles. And this is how this person sees you. So it could, with the Three of, you know, the Three of Cups under the Seven of Swords, that there was, you know, third party situations that brought in. But also, and as well as that, with the Two of Pentacles, because the Two of Pentacles is a juggler. Do you know what I mean? It's quite Gemini energy. So even though, you know, it's Pentacles or whatever, you know, but they're quite all over the place. Their mind is very scattered. Do you know what I mean? They're here, they're there, they're everywhere, you know, that way. So this is how the person, you know, sees you, you know, or that sort of thing. Or is probably as well, it talks about, you know, going back and forth. So, you know what I mean? This person's probably 1 minute, you know, they're all for you, the next minute they're pulling back, you know, like that in and out, you know, energy, so to speak. Then we have here is the Nine of Pentacles, but they also see that you're very confident within yourself, you know, self-confidence, that you can hold your own, that you're quite independent as well, you know, and attractive as well, because with the Nine of Pentacles, you know, there's a kind of, the Nine of Pentacles is kind of like the minor arcana of the Empress, you know, and I don't mean, you know, male or female or whatever, but, you know, they see your worth. What we have here then after is the Empress, you know, so they may have felt that you have kind of risen in stature of some sort, you know, that you've gone from the Nine of Pentacles, you know, as a single independent person that can, you know, create, you know, be, how would you say, very comfortable, you know, in life, to an Empress, you know, the Empresses, you know, that they, you know, they draw in abundance, they draw it all into themselves, you know, that way, that they're very successful. We also have here is the Five of Pentacles, but they also see, you know, they can see that you may be, the Five of Pentacles talks about soulmates being separate at this time. So I feel that if it's not a new relationship coming towards you, or that this is a, you know, a person, you know, from your past that just broke up with, that the Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups talks about an offer coming in, and I feel that this is this playfulness as well. I feel if it's a new relationship that's coming towards you, you know, the Page of Cups is all about being playful, you know, that way. I feel if it's, you know, a someone from your past, they could be offering an apology of some sort, you know, but it'd be very, you know, whatever the approach would be very sweet. The Eight of Pentacles once again. So we have this person, whether they've met you or not, you know, or they've already, you know, been in a relationship, they're coming towards you, they want to work, you know, on this relationship, and they want to build it up. And then we have the Emperor. This is lovely, like, you know, feminine, masculine energy here, the both of you, and the Ace of Wands. So there is great passion between you, you know, like they can see it, you know, as, you know, divine feminine, divine masculine, you know, but I feel more so that they look at you in a way that you two, you know, kind of how would you say, I'm going to say serious, you know, where work is concerned, but not even just about, you know, progressing in life, you know, or, you know, getting on, you know, sheer determination between, you know, they just kind of have similar, how would you say, well, with the Ace of Wands, you know, similar, you know, passion, similar drive, you know what I mean, in life, or that's how that person is seeing you. But with the Ace of Wands, that's lovely, because I think that they do, you know, they do want a passionate new beginning with you, you know, that way, whether or not, you know this person, or you don't, do you know what I mean? It's a new energy that's coming towards you. And just see how you feel there. Yeah, you feel, you see the Ace of Pentacles, you know, the cornerstone of, you know, the Ten of Pentacles, you know, the beginning of something that can be very, I want to say lucrative, very financially stable, you know, with the like, and security, very secure, you know, that way. You want whether it be this person, you know, or whoever, you know, well, it is supposed to be this person that's coming in, but what you're looking for is, you know, someone that makes you feel secure, or that's what you, if this is a past energy, you want that person to make you feel secure. Not necessarily, you know, with money. This is lovely. And we have here is the Lovers card, but we also have here is the Eight of Swords. And the Eight of Swords, well, the Lovers card is, you know, so you feel that this person, you know, as well is your, you know, your counterpart here, because we have here in this Lovers card, you know, we have divine feminine, divine masculine here, and I feel that, you know, you both, there be great great passion like between you both, or that, you know, but for one reason or another, Libra, you're trapped in your mind about something. Do you know what I mean? There's something maybe that's especially if this, you know, person has been you know, around you before, you know, this person might make you feel, you know, trapped within the mind for some reason or another. There may be something that they said or something that keeps going over in your head, or something that they done that keeps going over in your head, or that, you know what I mean? I feel though as well, if this is a past person, or it's not even that if it's a past person, it could be something that happened in your past. Do you know what I mean? And you have this kind of mindset that it will be repeated, and all you're doing is kind of entrapping yourself, you know, you have yourself trapped rather than freeing yourself, you know, and you know, taking the blindfolds off, because once you take the blindfolds off, sure, you know, you can unbound yourself there and, you know, slip out of these swords that surround you, you know. This is just called, like, you know, mental mindfuck, so to speak. That there's something, you know, in your mind that just keeps, you know, going over, whether it be about this person, you know, or a past relationship or that, you know, and it's like that you just can't get past that. That's lovely. At the bottom of the deck there we have is the Six of Cups, and that, for me, that's like a six, you know, the Six of Cups there. But we just say, yeah. And then we have is the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is, you see this person, you know, as having options, you know, to do in the love area. The Seven of Cups is about options, but it's also known as the fantasy card. Do you know that way? So you could be, you know, your mind could be trapped, you know, in a fantasy, you know, about this person, or that, like, you know, or you could be actually fantasizing about this person, you know, all the time within your mind, you know, with the Seven of Cups here. But we also have here is the Hermit card, and I like this Hermit because this Hermit card talks about, you know, on your path, do you know what I mean, and being guided, you know, by being guided, you know, whether that be, you know, from, you know, a guide itself, or, you know, an angel or a spirit, or just your own thoughts, you know, just your own intuition, especially with the the High Priestess there, do you know what I mean? Being intuitively guided towards this person, do you know that way? And it also can talk about, you know, shining a light on, you know, and what would they be shining a light on? Shining a light on the Emperor and the Empress there, and, you know, that kind of means that maybe, you know, Libra, you didn't realize, you know, in the past, or there was something, you know, mentally blocking you, you know, from this. It could have been that, you know, you had choices in your love area, but now, you know, you're being guided back because you know that this is your counterpart, so to speak, you know, or guided towards your counterpart. So we have is the King of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. Oh, and the Four of Wands, that's lovely. So I feel, Libra, with this King of Swords and the King of Wands, if this is kind of not so much, more so advice, is because these two kings, you know, now it could be that, you know, there's two people that you have to make a decision, you know, between because of the Two of Swords or that, but we have the King of Swords and the King of Wands. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's, you know, it could be male or female, they're both kings, so to speak, okay, but it's saying here, the advice is saying, stop looking back, you know, towards the past. There's something, you know, that's kind of holding you, you know, back. And I feel with this Nine of Wands here, it's like the communication can come in because of the Eight of Wands. But as to the reason, I feel what it is that you don't want to feel say, like, it's not that you're begging, but you know, you don't want to succumb to the energy, so to speak. You don't want to you know, you could have yourself shielded in some way. It could be just, you know, that you're, you know, shielding your heart from, you know, because of past you know, from past energies. I'm not going to say that, you know, your heart was broken. I don't feel that, just past energies. But we have here, you know, which I feel that it is, you know, is the outcome, is the Four of Wands, do you know? So there can be, you know, happiness, there can be success, do you know? But I feel that, you know, if you're going towards this person is coming towards you, to be playful, you know, to also, you know, to have that heart-to-heart conversation, but, you know, try and keep it as light as you can, but also to make the effort, because this is it. And I feel that if this is the person that you're manifesting, you need to keep that in mind. Do you know what I mean? Or if you feel, you know, I feel as well, you know, because you got the card of manifestation, that you're manifesting, you know, this into your life. But I feel what it is that Libra is, you know, you have to stop looking behind and start looking towards, you know, in the future, or that, you know, to create your own future here. But the outcome, you know, looks, you know, quite bright, quite, you know, it's contentment. Do you know that way? The Four of Wands, you know, talks about celebrations, you know, celebrations can talk about a, how would you say, what's the, you know, an upgrade, like in a relationship, is the Four of Wands as well, you know. Could, you know, be talking, you know, about, you know, settling down, or, you know, with family or that. Yeah, but really, really nice, Libra. So I do hope you like the reading, Libra. If you do, please like, share, leave a comment or subscribe. Cheers, Slán.